Hey guys, how you doing? Dave Moore here. Just wanted to talk about a product that I just received. It is the OC Custom Triggers Enhanced Trigger, formerly the Glockmade trigger. What it is it is a product that is just the trigger and trigger bar, whatever you want to call it. And right there is a Allen key screw to adjust the travel to have a shorter uptake. The enhanced version kind of has more of a flat-faced feel. The trigger safety goes flush, and it makes it a lot easier to press. It feels better to press it, and it gives you a little flatter trigger pull, trigger squeeze, or whatever you call it. I also got the grooved version. It's got some grooves there for better grip. Now, along with that, I got a new product. It is their trigger over travel housing. Now what that is ultimately this. This is a trigger housing. Your trigger bar, that piece I just showed you, goes into this with the trigger spring and your connector. Connector goes right there. For me, it's a Ghosting Tactical 5-pound. Now, what the OC Customs version has is right in the back here, right about there. I know it's blurry, but there's an Allen key screw, and it basically adjusts the trigger bar and it keeps it from going too far back, which reduces your trigger travel. Now, I have them both installed, so I can't really show them to you. I don't feel like taking them apart, but what you're going to want, just as a disclaimer to start, is you're going to want this Ghost Ink Armorer's back plate. What it is, it's a slide plate that is half the size or 2/3 the size of the original one. Now what this does is it leaves a space down here open, so when you're installing one of their connectors, like the rocket or the tactical that you have to shave down, if it's too long, the trigger won't drop. So what you have to do is take your armorer's tool and push down on the bar in there to be able to take the gun apart again. Now, if you're installing the trigger over travel housing and you have it too far screwed in, the same problem will happen. The trigger won't drop. So you have to put your tool in there and drop down on the trigger bar to be able to take the gun apart to readjust it. So I highly recommend that you buy one of these Ghost Ink Armorer's slide plates, because if not, the gun's going to lock up and you're not going to be able to use it. Now, ultimately, it is just a trigger that makes your trigger uptake shorter, and it makes the trigger travel shorter. I gotta say, let me come over this side. It really does work, especially the trigger. It feels real nice. It's got a nice grip. As you can see, uptake, that's all the uptake I have. Uptake, break, and thanks to my Ghost Ink Tactical 5-pound connector, short reset. And the trigger over travel housing by OC Custom Triggers also helps that. So all of that in conjunction with the Ghost Ink Tactical 5-pound working there, and the OC Customs trigger over travel housing, along with the OC Customs trigger, just makes it a nice package. Makes your trigger real crisp. And what I like about Glock triggers is they're clicky. Click, click. I mean, with with this whole setup, it's just really, there's hardly any slack. It's just really wall, break, hard reset. So it's a great setup. Everybody that tries my trigger really likes it. Now, mind you, I don't like the 3.5-pound triggers. I just prefer a heavier trigger, prefer a 5-pound trigger. You could easily get the Ghost Ink Rocket 3.5-pound connector, which installs the same way. You do need this. I recommend you get this for the trigger over travel housing or a Ghost Ink product. The Rocket 3.5 or the Tactical 5-pound. You're going to need this, or your gun's not going to be able to be used. So, just make sure you get that. And now, I believe OC Custom Triggers, OC OCCustomtriggers.com. Let me check their site. OCCustomtriggers.com. Probably can't read it, I get it, camera sucks, but OCCustomtriggers.com. A enhanced trigger for whatever gen, whatever gun, they're all pretty much the same, is about $40. And you can add the trigger over travel housing for, I believe it's an additional $15. Now you can get all colors. You can get, I have the OD green, you can get pink, you can get red. I believe you can just get black, you know, a myriad of colors. I like the OD green, so that's what I got. But I recommend getting the enhanced grooved by OC Custom Triggers, and it's on the website, you just have to read. Then also just add on that trigger over travel housing. Not necessary, but it helps a little bit. The trigger is a big part, because I mean it really, there's not much slack there. Now you can over adjust this trigger. If you over adjust it, what's going to happen is your safety is not going to engage. So the safety will be always depressed even when it's in the holster. That's unsafe. You drop it, get a stick in there, it's going to go off. So you want to make sure that when you adjust it, you do a quick check. And what you do is you press the trigger, release it, and make sure that that safety easily re-engages, that it doesn't kind of get held up. If it is, then you have it turned clockwise too much. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. You need to back it out. I back it out by quarter turns at a time. It's not rocket science. You don't have to be an armorer to do it. But if you don't adjust that safety properly, you're going to fuck yourself, and you might have an AD, an ND, whatever you want to call it. So I recommend it. Stop by OCCustomtriggers.com, get their enhanced trigger, and check out their trigger over travel housing. Other than that, I'm wearing my new Article 15 Pew Professional shirt, sweatshirt that I just got, and as a lot of you know, I have business cards now for Squared Away Surplus. Basically, I am the sales and marketing rep for Squared Away Surplus. Use my coupon code IDaveMoore for 25% off your order at www.squaredawaysurplus.com. A lot of good gear, grunt style AR500 Condor, all that good stuff. All the stuff everybody likes is on there. And coupon code IDaveMoore gives you 25% off. That's all I have today. I just want to make a short video. I did recently just have surgery. As you can see, I got a nice cut down my stomach. I had a bleeding ulcer, and I had a hemoglobin of 4 when I went into the ER. So that was pretty much emergency surgery. So that's why I haven't made many videos in the past few weeks. But I am going to try to start making them now. I'm off work, so I'm just kind of hanging out at home, so I got a lot of time on my hands. That's really all I want to talk about. OC Custom Triggers, formerly Glock made triggers, and you want the new enhanced trigger for the Glock. So make sure you check them out, and I'll put a link down here in the crotch box. Other than that, IDaveMoore for Squared Away Surplus, and keep shooting.